1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I found a thing that I think is supposed to make my microphone sound way less scuffed, but I'm not sure if it actually makes it sound less scuffed. I may have to invest in. Let me turn off the music. I cannot hear my own brain whenever there's music playing. Okay, there. Now I can hear my brain. Yeah, I do hope it is less scuffed, but if not, so it goes. If not, I shall find a way. Probably after I move, if that's not the case. Let me switch the screen. Let me switch to the one that in OBS is named coding. Even though there's org mode. Well, let's say org mode is it's sort of a program in its own right. Also, I fucked up the ping. Hold on. Yeah, I fucked up the ping here, which is rather unfortunate. It says ing TMI Twitch TV now, which I do not know how I did that. But on the bright side with this, we fixed the end of file error. So, perhaps my pinging and my EOF errors were somehow entwined, just like, two dancers in two, like, what are they called? Those I think of this. I think of binary stars. Yeah, I'm thinking that perhaps the ping and the do we get like an actual image? Binary stars. Binary stars. I am something of a binary star myself, as they say. God, I haven't used that joke in forever. Okay. Yes. I prefer non-binary stars myself. Yes, this is... What happens if you search? I think perhaps we quite literally revolve around a non-binary star. But no, I think of the ping command, the pinging of IRC and the in the file error were in some ways binary stars which were rotating each other, and destroying one would inevitably cause some affect to the other. And I think that's what's going on right now, but it shall be resolved, and then it'll be a non-binary star. Oh, there it goes again. It likes doing that. It likes going wild. But I've been busy as hell.
Meteor happens.
Oh, it went through the wrong loop. Oh no. There's a binary star until meteor happens. Wait. Let me fix my audio. Hold on. I have to trigger it so that it pops up and...
Meteor happens.
Oh god, it went away. It went away too quick. Hi, hello, Control O. Oh, I forgot to say hi as well to hello, XOR Xavier. Well, I did say hi over text form communication, but not through the non-text form. But hi in both ways. And hello, Control O. We are discussing the relation between. I do want to add a Joel command, like an ASCII-based Joel. I'd have to learn how to render GIFs in the terminal for a full and authentic Joel. But this terminal actually supports. Can we? Let's go to. Yeah, it actually does support. What is a? Haskell freaking January. It has support for that. So perhaps we can make oh you got it, yes. Oh, you found one of the hat switchers. Congrats. We now have a flower, which is nice. Yeah, I've been fucking busy. I've been busy. Yeah, so you can switch hats. It, it's a flower in the hair, but I call it a hat. You can do hat none, or you can do hat flower, I think. Or you can also use this thing right here, this thing right here. Um, I want to create. I want these to be some, as they say, normal things which can be summoned at will by the common Joe, the common Joe, as they say. So I need to create like an interface for navigating them to some degree. But right now I've only done that with themes, which is just um, should be wait. That's genius. That's genius. But yeah, you can do themes like that. I'm gonna add that. Can we add that as a Oh yeah, as you can see, um there is now Unicode. There's now Unicode support. I guess it's not popping that one up because it's a command. It's a freaking command, so it gobbles us up. But yes, I do quite like this, like, because you're summoning. How do you? I think this might be what goes on. I'm gonna do this over over the course of the morrow. But yeah, it's been rather busy in the Haskell verse. Rather wild. We are in you know the final frontier is what I've decided to call it. You know, this was this is what last Thursday. Oh, we do have the list of we do have the people. Yes, the people. I That was crazy. That was crazy. That was wild. That I was like, what the hell? What the hell? There were, you know, it, you know how it goes. Shout out to women. Yeah, uh, as they say. I was quite confused to some degree, but we persisted and we made the Haskell. I wonder I I wonder if the owner of the account women is at this point, well, they're probably used to the bombardment of shoutouts. Um, I'd like to think that, like, they're seeing these. But yeah, we really kind of got everything going. Like last week was like where it all started to come together. But we're kind of at the final frontier now. There's how many days left? There's four. Counting today, there's 4 days left of January, and counting stream days, there's today and there's Thursday. So 2 stream days left of Haskell freaking January, which is wild. Is wild. So we're really in the final frontier. So there's some questions, or there's only one really. Uh, there's one question, which is did we freaking Haskell? Which, I mean, I think so. I would confidently say that uh, I have a parser to do in Haskell for this config language. Ooh, wait, for what config language? That sounds exciting. We freaking Haskelled. It is, and I think that so we can say with confidence we did, right? I can also say that I will Haskell more in the future. Oh, ooh, the most elegant configuration language. Let me acquire this. Okay, this looks cool. This looks cool. If nothing magically works, nothing magically breaks. I adore simplicity, especially composable simplicity. If I know two things, A and B, I want to automatically know the result of their composition. Wait. Oh, category theory mentioned. Category theory mentioned. Okay. Um, see, here's a composable simplicity equals to reusable knowledge. Categorical configuration language. Oh, this is kind of nice. Wait. Oh, that's just OCaml. Okay. Wait, is that what OCaml looks like? I've never actually looked at much OCaml at all. Oh God, XML mentioned. Why another configuration language? We already have configuration languages in the wild. JSON. Oh, that's the config lang. Okay, I was confused. I'm like, this looks like data, not. Um, oh, it says code in OCaml. Oh, okay. Um, yeah, I read every other word, sometimes, which, such is the case. This is quite nice. It really kind of just looks. Honestly, it doesn't look that different from like Haskell code, which means it looks nice to me right now. This what was the I I was I was thinking about whenever I was a Nix user, still the what's it called? Nickel, I think is the name. Yeah, the Nickel configuration language. I don't know if this is still is it being worked on still? 17 hours ago. It is being worked on still. Yeah, I think of this. I think of this quite often. But this looks much nicer. Admittedly, this looks very nice. It looks very nice. I do feel this. I do feel this quite a bit. Having, you know, doing the Wayland stuff, which I need to get back to. That is perhaps like one of the sites that we shall set our Emacs upon. Everything is a pair is a KV pair even comments. Oh, that's sick. That's sick. I yeah, I've thought about they do too they all have one problem. They do too much. This is something I agree with. This is why something I think about a lot is with regard to configuration languages. Wait, I can probably just pull it up. Can we let's see. This is a somewhat old project, but from whenever I was getting started with Common Lisp, like way back, I think. Yeah, configuration languages. I've always like, especially they mention XML here, which is one I really deeply feel. But doing yeah, like in Common Lisp, like a common thing in Common Lisp, a thing that you'll often see is for the purposes of configuration. Like there are the p lists, which are these key value pairs. So like if we go to Sly, we can create a p list like a1. Let's quote it really quick. We can do a1 b2, right? And then you can do is this it? Yeah. Oh, well, this creates a pair list. So if you got to create one, you can just do something like this, right? Oh, that creates an A list. Oh, it's been a while since I've done Lisp. Let's see. Is it? getf getf can we indicator yeah, use getf to access the value associated with that key. um and so there, like, it's possible. It's entirely possible to use, just like raw S expressions as a form of configuration. So getf is like one way. There's also, I think it's assoc, if I'm remembering them all correctly. XML is fine. I got into an issue with Rayla because somebody added um, a less than in a comment that got into the API XML, and the SXML couldn't parse it. I I have a strong distaste for XML. It is, I already like, I don't like, I don't really know if words can accurately describe it, but my distaste has arisen purely from, can we go to, um is it in, where do they store these? Share dot Wayland. Yeah, the Wayland XML has. I did build a parser for it, thankfully, but the fresh hell that is like combing through this 3,000 page or 3,000 line XML document to get the Wayland protocol so parsing it into like Lisp objects and then figuring out from there the corresponding Lisp functions that would fill the same role as like the C functions. It's it's kind of a hell language. And the whole time I was just like, this would have been so much easier and anything other than XML. Like, why not JSON? You, I I don't know. Perhaps I'm missing the point here to some degree, but it seems like anything else could have sufficed to some degree. I don't know. Maybe I'm a little bit bitter regarding XML. I think it's a source. Yeah. Um, item a list key. So if we do value a is not a type list. Oh no. A.1. Okay. Yeah. So it's something like that. I think there's a way to. I think you just use the car encoder or coder for it. So Raylib 5.0 release API has broken XML. That is. Oh. Yeah. I've heard like regarding Raylib that like it has, it doesn't really prioritize like a lot of compatibility. I could be misspeaking. I've never used Raylib. I've only used SDL, but I've I've heard that it's got like, if you use Raylib, it's kind of like the only thing you use in a setup. I could be misspeaking here, but has a broken XML. Oh, it has. I read that as it has broke XML or broken XML, like broken compatibility or parity or something. No, it has a broken XML. That's a bit of a nightmare. That's a bit of that's a bit. I would be so. That would make me sad. I do want to poke at Raylib one of these days. Pro- potentially it'll be another linguistic exploration will wind up in Raylib land. But yeah, I I think XML is. I've never heard of some of these. Nobody even knows how to write INI properly. What is INI? Not INI. Oh, okay. Yes, I have seen these before. I think Fallout New Vegas uses one of these. It took me a while to find that shit. Online XML parsers aren't strict like the SXML one. Yeah, it is. There's only one. So we can actually look at the code really quick. Source scanner reader. It is XML is kind of the nightmare zone. Yeah, there's only one XML parser that works for Wayland. The others put literal garbage into the like into the generated parsed expression, and it's also the slowest one, which is somewhat unfortunate. But yeah, um, what's it called? I think it's also the oldest, and that's why it's like one of the slowest. Source pa- Lisp, no package, package.lisp. Do we not have the requires? Scanner. Is it in the ASD? Oh yeah, XMLS, which is one of the older ones. So hold on, I want to save. I want to keep that saved. So Lisp XMLS. Yeah, this was the only one that works, and it is it's by far not the most pleasant one, but it was the only one that would actually do the trick, and it was a bit of a nightmare to even get it figure out how to parse it correctly then. But it's happened. That's happened. XML is hell. XML is hell. That is this seems like a nice thing. I've honestly XML is so nightmarish, I think, and trying to walk it. I've been considering using some other intermediary language for whenever I return to the Wayland stuff, which is, oh god, probably in a couple of weeks now. But yeah, in the meantime, where were we? Yeah, I'm going to keep using Haskell, not just because I'm kind of, the chat is written in it. That's not the only reason. Not because it's sort of I'm sort of trapped within its grips, but because it kind of freaking like it's awesome. Haskell is cool. I mean, that's the verdict here. So we'll just say the verdict. Haskell rocks. Yeah, you know, this is kind of pleasant. But I haven't been doing just Haskell. I've been busy on other fronts as well. I've been busy on other fronts. As I stated, as we foretold, Tuesday, January 20. Is it actually the? Oh, it's the 28th. As we foretold, January 28th. Yeah, that's what it always said. Mystery is here. So yeah, this is. Thank God January just started. It, indeed, this is. We January. The real January is the the types we defined along the way. But yeah, we have this is quite a list, because I was just sort of stream of consciousness style, going very stream of consciousness on it. But we were locked in like Eleusius, like the Eleusinian mysteries. They've been doing mysteries for millennia. They've been doing mysteries for. I think about this. I so I think a bit of I guess a bit of bug lore. Before I got, I think I've mentioned this before I got into uh Haskell January all year long. I haven't done the actual project that I wanted to do, client for pub sub. Oh, 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 we are going event sub mode starting next week, but that is going to be in closure. I, that is wait, what the heck? It didn't work. Did the bot kill? Wait, is the bot kill? Hold on. What the heck? Wait. Oh no. Hello. Come back to life. So this is new. Okay, okay. Um I think it's been dead for a while. Oh, the thing up on top looks dead. The bug freaking died. Oh my god. What the freak? All right. We'll just are we alive? Are we alive?
Meteor happens. Meteor happens.
Okay. Okay, we're alive now. So I guess we need to add that. We need to add that. Why the bug die? Okay, so this is a thing. This is a horrifying prospect because I thought I had cleaned up all of the issues. I thought I had wiped through the end of file parsing error. I put a safety guard in there. I went through and I did like a lot of rewrite on this to make sure that it did not like if we go to I think it lives in listen. Like I had to put I put in Unicode support. I put in a weird guard to ensure ensure that let's make that actually replicate in the command so that it actually prints out because I like it. It's a little too it's a flower. Okay. We'll just go ahead, right? Oh, it just ignores Unicode. No, it does not. It is. This is a case of it parsing this as a command, which we do not. We do want, but we also don't want. So now it should work. Now it should work. Can it? Can we Unicode? We can freaking Unicode. It's Unicode freaking February. But yeah, this is you know I will have to figure out why the bot is killed. Wait, it didn't like mine. Oh no. Oh no, it is. Oh there. Oh wait, why is the insect tome stating this? Why is the um probably just loading the yeah there I probably put too much in here. I probably put too many different things. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on in the commands. There's like three or four three or four new ones. Three or four new ones just tucked away. I think more actually, but um kind of kind of horrifying, kind of horrifying. But yeah. Uh oh, there are only two themes right now. Um but we do have the current one is yes, morale. Morale as they say. But yeah, you know we have the mystery. I used to be obsessed with the classics, right? I used to like the study of the classics. And so I was like, I'm gonna put a surprise. There's this, a surprise lurking about what would this be called? Like a a loot box? No, because there's no there's no new Fortnite skins or anything like that involved. There's no gambling of any sort. Um, I thought of many things, and I just decided a mystery of the you know of the Delphic kind, of the Eleusinian kind. Oh no, it's not that easy. It's not that easy. This is I might have made it a little too convoluted, but it is not that well, it is that easy, but deciphering it is not as easy as reading the title. There is a reference in the title to a new command, but it is not fish. Although I will add Joel eventually. That probably, I think adding a Joel is, perhaps this is what shall occur. Perhaps I think that this is possible. I think this is the image just Sixel. So I don't know about the gift, but I'll figure this out actually. Wait, um, yeah, this will be one of the final quests for Haskell January is probably the Joel integration. But yeah, I need to come up with like an idea for whoever finds it. So I've kind of been stuck on that. I was thinking that of how spine was in the title last time. I was like, is there anything in the title today? Then I saw fishy. There is something in the title, but it is not related to the mystery. The mystery is related to something that has been revealed in the past. Uh, but there are no commands actually in the title itself. But one is a vague reference. I can drop a hint. You don't lose hair over it. That is the that's the hint that I provided this time round. Don't lose, which I believe is like a phrase of sorts. Like people say, don't lose any hair, or like don't lose sleep at night, like things like that. But yeah, I said something fishy afoot because there are mysteries afoot. Mysteries like the deep sea, like like the deep, like the great uh the great, like, what is it, barrier reef. Yes, Finch, yes. This is so this was a thing, right? This was a thing. There was also, like, this was an important discussion, like, so let's see. So we had Prodzipod, like, this past yesterday. The great, what would you call this? What would you call this? The great, it felt to some degree like a decree of sorts. Like we noted that eels are worms, and some fish are bugs. This is perhaps crab as bugs. This is indeed the case. This is indeed the case. I think this is subconsciously, where the fishy came from, as they say, where the something fishy came from. Crabs is bugs. So we have new bugs to add to, like, bug lore, as they say. But yeah, it's getting rather exciting. It's getting rather exciting here now. But yeah, caterpillars bug, right? I do they have a spine? If I guess that's the ultimate question is, do they have a spine? I think it is. This might be the case. I They have legs, at least. This is true. They do have legs. I perhaps more needs to be added to the web page uh for worm versus bug determination, but this shall not be added right now for reasons. But you have to be able to wriggle if you're bug. This is true. I'd say I wriggle quite a bit. I'm a I'm a bit of a wriggler to a degree. Especially, um, worms are known for rig. Oh, we won't talk about that. We'll keep the distinction clear. Yeah, but they are worm. Exactly, right. We, you know, you know, as we say, uh, it's not IFF. Indeed, it is not. Cats and dogs both have legs, but cats are not dogs, and dogs are not cats. But yeah, we do have a mystery. The question is, whoever is the one who to unearth this, to unearth this Delphic this Delphic oracle of sorts, like what is the what is the reward for that? I've been thinking about it, and I thought this at some point, like some sort of like embellishment for the chatter, which seemed cool. But I was like, maybe this isn't like cool enough. I don't know. I could be wrong. I've been thinking of custom things. Like whoever the one to uncover, like having them determine their own custom command to be added to the ever expanding list is like one option. The the embellishment and site is cool. I have thought about that, like a bit of a, like, have them. We have the, so like there is the actual big book of bug, which can be added to via redeem, right? Like this is a thing. As a scene here. So like that exists, but like perhaps something more like a full page within the big book of bug, as they say, a full page, and it is, because that's the name of the site as well. Like if you go, it says big book of bug. Oh no. Oh, why is the moon over there? I need to get better at CSS. Damn. I do like how the letters go off the screen though. This was quite, I didn't anticipate for this, but this feels like a happy accident. It does change if you refresh to multiple. One of them is a YouTube link. I don't remember what this goes to though. I put this. This was one of the first ones I put. Dracula Flow. Okay.
That's why I do it.
Okay. Money affirmations. Wait. Money affirmations. That's genius. Hold on.
We straight gas and
Hold on,
cutting
hold on.
straight to the bricks. Ha ha.
Money
This shit ain't
affirmations.
nothing to me,
All
man.
right. Here, let me fix
Welcome to the
audio.
7-day money manifestation challenge.
Okay.
The purpose of this recording is to help you generate extra cash flow.
Can we add this right now?
next week. And
Can we add this right now? Oh, we are in the site. So we just have to go to, where do you live? I'm so happy and grateful that money comes to me, and we'll add both. And then I'll reload the. So let's go to public. JS. Do you live in MISC? As in miscellaneous? I believe yes. I cannot type today. I can never type. And this is. Oh, this is gonna fuck up the CSS. That is rather lengthy. Oh, commas? Commas? Oh no. Oh no, this isn't Lisp. Oh, okay. But yeah, I think, perhaps all options. So we can perhaps, the answer here is, the answer to these is let the winner choose. Let the winner choose. You know, this is perhaps the case. And then we'll put some here as well for emphasis. Yeah, I think this is the way it's going to go. This is the way it's going to go. But yeah, it is live. It is live, and it is, though the actual revelation of it is not accessible, like whenever the stream is down. The unearthing of the clues, the unearthing of the hints, even, or the answer itself can all be done. It does not require connection to the stream, so it is constantly available, and that is the one hint I'll give, is that it is in such a way that it is constantly available to anyone who wishes to lay their eyes upon the mysteries. But yeah, I don't know. It was kind of fun. It was kind of fun. It's kind of simple, but also just kind of convoluted at the same time. And a bit of a litmus test for future ones, because I think it'd be fun to do more of these. Because I had fun making it. But yeah, we have a, like, Haskell January is ending, and we have a new freaking month, and the question is, what's gonna happen in February? We have some options. We could go with like alliteration and do like force in February. Like that's one option. I don't think that's what's gonna happen. I don't think we're gonna have force in February. But it'd be funny if that were the case. Functional February is also potentially an option, or we could, SBCL for February. Yeah, force in February. This would be rather terrifying. Yes, the nugget. I appreciate this thing. I like the fluidity of its movement, but the question is maybe some events sub stuff, because I do feel like I need to hop on. Oh, did this die again? All right, that's today's quest, is fixing the broken thing in the what a high appraisal of the nugget. Yeah, this is, it's got like fluid facial expression and movement. It's got like, I'm not gonna, perhaps it's because I had compression issues with it, but making the emoji things for this it's hard as hell. I think I made the one. And I want to make a few more, but I need to practice. I need to practice before I make more. And I'll probably want art. Art is hard. It took me. I was slightly better at art because I was doing it more whenever I made this bug thing. And even then, it took me a lot of time to make this. So, like, I had days that I just sat and like locked into like redrawing this thing over and over. It was insane. It was wild. But yeah, I think what we're going to do is, like, February is going to be kind of like a mixed bag month, but like mostly returning to the roots of Lisp. And then I did add this because I remembered that I did indeed get the huge Home of Insect username. This has been secured, but I should figure out what it can be used for. So this is nice. And then the last thing is kind of keeping in, if we go to bug blog and we go to this, so yeah, I did actually, the monthly piece, as we say, I did work on this. I actually presented at an open mic on Friday, and it was terrifying, but I did do it. I did do it, which was exciting, but also terrifying. So yeah, you know, it was one of those moments. I was up there. I was like, oh God, there are people. They are watching me. It was spooky. It was spooky, but it was done. I didn't intend to. I didn't even intend to present, but I was kind of asked if I was going to. And if there's one thing I do, I never asked about participation in events and other things. I'm just like, yeah, yeah, totally, I'm going to. And so, that's how I ended up in that situation. They were like, "Are you going to?" I'm like, "Yeah, I guess so. Why not?" And I signed up, and then I was up there. I was like, uh, I was like, "What the hell? What the hell?" People can see me, and then I presented, and people clapped and stuff. We're booking and bugging today. What's going on here? Welcome, Yellowberry HN. Welcome. We were finishing up the you know, the current day's agenda for January in the bug zone. So there's been a mystery that's been released. A mystery has released, and I was noting that the primary thing of import here, bug zone January. This is actually even so you can see this on if we go here, if we go to blog, if we go to, so it gets updated just right here. It hasn't been, I updated at the end of every stream, so it hasn't been updated since like the end of last one. But yeah, this is the official bug zone, big book of bug zone site, as they say. It can be found with a did the bot die? So that's the other thing, is we are fixing the dead bot. That is oh, that's big book of bug. Oops. Bug site. There we go. I forgot my own commands. I put too many of them. Yeah. So primary thing of import is we need to fix broke. Okay. We need to fix the broken. Because there's some stuff that is clearly broken. I constantly have to have my bots source on the second screen just to know what the fuck my commands are. So this is the case here. So there's the normal commands, which brings up some of the, as they say, the surface level. So like, have you ever seen those icebergs, right? Iceberg meme. Yeah, these things. People make these iceberg charts. This is development of this, but with shebang word. Sometimes no shebang word. Sometimes words out in the wild that will catch you unaware, as well. Like many hidden deep within the depths of, so deep that even I forget them, and I am stumbling upon a minefield of my own creation to some degree. But yeah, they all live here. And there's quite a few. We have the normal, we have the abnormal, as they're called. Abnormal has things such as, we have the somewhat viral spread of Guy. We have spine. We have many. You can even get your fortune read. So like, fortune. Will I fix the broke? Most likely. All right, that's a good fortune. Okay, so the the bot itself has said that we are most likely. Oh, thank you for the follow, Upku, 3 years BKU. Thank you. Well, and welcome. I'm glad that you're enjoying. Yeah, we are we have to fix this. We have to fix this before the so where might this be? I think it's going on and listen, right? So I think where I fucked up, if I had to guess, is I put somewhat of a quick patch over this thing. I put somewhat of a quick patch over this, right? Where Well, first off, if we go to the IRC here, I was reading about this yesterday. I was reading about about monads. I'm still incredibly confused, but I was finally reading some about monads, which was I'm learning Haskell nowadays. Happy to see applications. Oh, thank you. Yeah, this is so this has been the month of Haskell. This is, as we've been calling it, Haskell January. And yeah, the goal here was to do nothing but Haskell for a straight month. I usually do Lisp, and or Common Lisp, some Clojure as well. A lot of C programming. So C programming up until like a year ago. No, less than a year. C programming up until about like 7 months ago was the only type of programming I had ever really done to any degree, and so it's been a bit of a like Cambrian explosion of doing other languages. But yeah, we are here doing Haskell lately, and this is the this thing controls the chat. This is the chat bot doing command processing and other other zany things like writing to JSON files that communicate with this bug right here, which it's all rather cool. But I'm still somewhat confused on monads, but apparently you can wrap like the handle into this read-only setup right here and transfer it instead of like doing IO transfers the whole time. I think it's made the like actual like program a bit cleaner to like look at, a bit easier to like understand what's going on, and then not passing around like the header every single function, which is nice because it doesn't do anything really in terms of like actual like evaluation. It's like just this global that like all the functions are accessing. So it's nice to be able to like stick it into this and just have it like work. But I think what the issue we're encountering is right here. So A is lift.io is in the file H. So we're checking right there, right, if we're at the end of the file, because that was the error we've been having. And then we call if A, then flush H, else do line. I do mostly top-level OOP links and scripting. Figure out Haskell to get into all the functional and Lambda approach better. It's definitely, it's quite a method. I think I can. So I came into Haskell wanting to get a bit better at types because like in like in C, for example, like if we go into here, right, and then let's just go into main. So like take for example like a C program, we could have let's see. So yeah, we can. So like for a C program, we could have something like void. Let's do. How should we go about this? Oh, it's been a while since I've done this. Int void x. Oh yeah, I reversed these. So you can do something like void t and x, and then you can just can we cast? yeah, you can just cast it into another type. And this is, you can do fucked up things with this. You can do horrible things with this. This is how Wayland is written, basically, is through void type references, and object oriented C. And it's, I thought I knew types, because I did a lot of C. I do not really know types just because I do C. This is not the case. But I thought I knew what I was doing. Haskell has made me think about them a lot, and I think I like types now. Has been the one side effect of the so-called, the quote-unquote side effect free method of programming, or not free. I mean, they don't allege that even, but you know the minimal side effects. The one side effect that did occur was a love of types and understanding that at the end of the day you can just pipe everything into a IO type and have that finally be output at the end of main, and that is where the change occurs. But you can keep everything top level, nice and like neat. So like if we kill this, right? They knew what they were doing with either right, left. I 100% agree. This is, let's see, Pong. Okay, so it's reading out ping, and it shouldn't be doing that. So maybe what the issue is something is going on. Yeah, something's going on here. Can we do a split? Yeah. I think match command is in commands core, maybe. Well, it certainly is here, but not. Here we go. Here we go. Let's see, match command S to R. S is prefix of R. So if match command ping parse message or parse private message S, then pong the else eval command. So this is somewhat of a confusing error in and of itself, because it shouldn't be outputting that, but the fact that it is still, it is still living after a ping, we know that it is correctly ponging back. So what is being garbled here? What is being garbled? Twitch only kills the connection after 2 failed pongs. Yeah, but the connection itself. So we've had 2 right here. And if it disconnects, this will kill the chat. The issue we're having is that it hangs and not that it dies, which is where the confusion is beginning to arise to some degree. Oh god. Okay. Okay, that was it. That was a nice, not too long next develop. So I think let's look at the Twitch IRC concepts. Can we IRC concepts? Ping. Alright. Let's see. After connecting to the Twitch IRC server, Evo4 joining a chat room, the server sends a ping message to ensure that the chatbot is live and able. I wonder if it's an encoding issue. No, right? Oh, I wonder if it's an encoding issue. This would be that would be a bit of a red herring, but I guess it's not impossible. It's not impossible for it. So that's the other thing is it seems like so the issue is that yeah the bot hangs and no longer processes commands. So I think the issue we're having here is probably the flush. It's probably flushing the commands after it reaches the EOF. So let's see if we can get line in the file. Oh, I have to add the words Haskell after this. Haskell. Let's open up Google really quick. We are going to Google. It is time. So all right, get line. Let's see. Computation HCL reads a line from the file or channel. Does not return a new line as part of the result. A line is separated by a new line set, or a new line set with hset new line mode or native new line by default. The read new line characters are not returned as part. If hgetLine encounters the end of the file at any point while reading the middle of the line, it is treated as a line terminator and the partial line is returned. This operation may fail with is EOF error. So the question is, how do we bypass that error? That is, like, what is the proper method? What is, like, are we dead? Are we dead right now? Oh, oops, I misspelled it. Yeah, we're dead. I think we're dead. So, like, what's going on there? Okay. What if we oh, you killed, yeah, because I think, what I'm going to try really quick is I want to see if probably H look ahead. This might, so we might be able to do, maybe we'll be able to do something like H look ahead with, because let's see. Oh, this may also fail with is EOF error. Let's see. Wait. Because I've read this one. Let's see. Oh god. Haskell questions Reddit. Oh, not Reddit. Okay. Why are you trying to read from a file that is growing? If you want two processes to communicate, probably something like pipes, reading from process blocks, if not enough data. HGet non-blocking. So this might be worth looking at. Let's take a look at that, and then let's see this, what this person's doing. So can we clone, tab clone. Are we on Google? Are we, no, we are not. Hoogle. Insert H get non-blocking. Good luck, people. Got to come back to this AWS thing. Definitely noted Hoogle for myself. Oh, oh, yeah. Thank you. Have a good AWS thing. Yeah, Hoogle is kind of the best thing ever. It's kind of the best thing ever to some degree. HGet non-blocking, similar to HGet, except that it will never block waiting for data to become available. Instead, it returns only whatever data is available. Deprecated. Okay. There seems to be a catch style thing in Haskell. Are those not suitable? So I haven't quite figured out how to do error handling in Haskell, but this might actually be what we need to do. So restarting the everything might be good. Control exception. So I'm using this already, so this might actually... Alright. Some exception. Okay. This might actually be the case. Thank you for that. This might be the method forward is just doing a reconnect to the everything. Specifically the catching exceptions section. It has examples. Catching the handle functions. Alright. Let's see. There are several functions for catching and examining exceptions. All of them may only be used within the IO monad. Here's a rule of thumb for deciding which catch style functions to use. If you want to do some cleanup in the event that the exception is raised, use finally bracket or... Oh, I am actually using this in the main. That is the wrong main. In the main, so we do have this. We do have this. So let's see. Yeah, I think that we have this in closed brackets, so we can maybe flag this as an error. Yeah, this might be the way. Can we go to listen? Just throwing in and catching that and disconnecting. Yeah, doing a disconnect and then a reconnect on that. Okay, let's see. Use of just try recovery looks like this. It is possible to catch all exceptions using the type some exception. Have some way to persist your bot state minus the networking. You mean as in the messages, or the messages in the stream? I think that suppose you don't have state. So it actually, the bot itself is actually enclosed now within this data type. So we're not dealing with just the IO anymore. If we go here, I'm gonna be honest. I'm still somewhat murky on the concepts itself. I found this via the Haskell wiki, and read along as I implemented it. Yeah, that's all IRC networking state. Yeah, it is somewhat pure state, but like it's all initialized within the connect function itself. So I think we should be able to just, I mean the password's not, but the password is handled kind of automatically. State though, so you can literally just in main try and reconnect. Twitch is just trying to reconnect with a back off. But first just get reconnect working. Yeah, I think that this is, then you can insert an artificial delay. Yeah, I think that, so what we want then is to throw this, and we need to catch the EOF error then. All right. So this is the part that needs to change to a catching the exception. Let's see. There are occasions when you really do need to catch any sort of exception. However, in most cases, this is just so you can do some cleaning up. If you aren't actually interested, I think what we would want to do on an EOF error is we would want to flush still. So we need to left IO flush on that. And then, let's see. However, in these cases, you can use functions like bracket, finally, and on exception, which never actually pass you the exception, but just call the cleanup functions at the appropriate point. All right. Because this is the, all right, hold on, let's get the, Can we eagle it? Okay, cool. We are connected. Try just looks suitable. Alright, do try just guard. So I think in a case like this, then we would do line, and then it would be something like do we have control exception imported? We do not. Import qualified control.exception as E. Okay. It takes a predicate to match which types of exceptions you want. EOF, an action to run, and returns an either. let's hide this really quick. Let me do this. No, I can just do it like this. Let me hide this part really quick so that I can go ahead and restart the restart the thing. Alright. I wonder what we can go ahead and... If a... Let's put a printf here for right now. Oh yeah, we don't do the let's see. Alright, we should need a lift IO on that. Let's see. Cut and match expected type. Apparently I made a git commit yesterday with just a message meow. I have a git commits. It's for personal repositories, of course, but I have one that I think quite literally just says is you know, I think I have this. I think I have this is what I'm saying. That is this the source of all of our woes? Is this was I forgot to save this. Why does it accept this? But it throws an error. Save my file. Yeah, this has happened. This happens quite a lot. So with
Meteor happens.
Oh god. Oh, that jump scared me. Oh yeah. Okay, so it's working right now. Collect my pages. This is that was terrifying. There's a couple. There's a couple. The only other one I'll actually reveal explicitly is just we have sound effect now for Morrowind.
Come, Nerevar, friend or traitor, come. Come and look upon the heart and a Kulakan.
And yeah. There's I think 3 more, but morale sound effect. This would be quite formidable. There is one related to a notable to multiple notable streamers who cannot be named lest the command itself be revealed. Yeah, a morale command would be a morale sound effect. This would like would it just be like one such as myself going like morale wind. This is when you play as a Khajiit, and you know when you play as a Khajiit and Morrowind, you know, this is This is indeed how it happens. This is indeed how it happens. This is indeed how it happens. You know, like you play the Khajiit. Um, as we say, can we find the quote? Let's see. Khajiit has wares. I think this is from Skyrim, actually. Khajiit has wares if you have coin. This is perhaps, yeah, this is knowyourmeme.com. Oh god, we're not gonna look at that. It is Skyrim, yeah. I wish Bugstream didn't overlap with Conch String. Oh no, hello. Welcome, Wind Up Boy, welcome. Yes, it is. I do feel bad that the two entwine to a degree. I do apologize regarding. Wait, fuck! I forgot Conch Stream. How was the conclusion of that? By the way, was there model? Because I know last I was in there was render. It's still going on. Oh, what the hell? Oh, it's rather. Oh, well, he is front page today. You know, rather late. Okay, that's rather exciting. It was. I checked it like vaguely while I was getting everything set up, and I saw that there were like 3,000 viewers. And I was like, what is going on? Also, we haven't gotten an end of file error yet, so. But I still need to figure out how to fix this. But yeah, welcome into Wind Up Boy. We are in the eve of Haskell January. This is, you know, the final 2 days of it, and then after that it is a bit of a return to form. Well, first I want to get like event sub working, and then it's a return to form. Bigger than prime. That's rather wacky. That's wild. That's wild. You know, I can definitely understand. I do like both streamers already using the front page, but like I can like being on the front page and just being like is this an ASCII anime girl? Like, you know, like I imagine like an onlooker seeing that and being like, oh, I have to check this out, you know, and then they are windswept by the charm of programming and Emacs, I guess. But yeah, this is. So it printed ping again. Why are we pinging? It's parsing this as a private message. Is the issue. But why? Why are we doing that? I think I feel somewhat silly. Something is going amiss, and I feel IRC concepts. I think with the ping, whenever I change some of the underlying stuff, it changed what it's actually sending as well. I think it's sending, at least it's printing junk. It's printing junk to a degree. Like if we go to parse private message seems wrong for ping. You know, this is indeed the case. That is probably. But this should only I think it's parsing the ping correctly. Like I don't I don't think that's what's going on there, but it shouldn't be printing it. So for whatever reason it is, doing, it seems like what it's doing is it's ponging the server, and then right after it pongs, it is proceeding to go into a val command right after. Are we having an indentation error of sorts? That's not the case, right? That's not the case, right? That would be... ping is not a well-formed private message. Yeah, it actually, so that's just for parsing it out. Meaningful indentation. Yeah, this is a bit of the bane of my existence whenever it comes to Haskell, is the indentation is rather formidable. I think that, like, I'm doing nothing right, and then it turns out that it's just indentation. Could match expected type, T0. So let's see. Why is it angry at that? Why is it angry whenever... Let's see if we at least fix ping first. Let's see, run. But yeah, the ping itself, what it actually sends over is... If we actually go, yeah, it was in main. So if we look up here, it does send this. It sends, then pong v, which pong v, all it does is write this, add a space, which is like all this portion of writer does, and then sends over the header. So that tmi.twitch.tv, the code runs, so it's probably an LSP bug. This is what I'm thinking. I think what's going on right here with it is that it is reading this as a string type, off to a LOL. Client messages are not meant to send a source. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it is off to a. It's always off to a. It's always off to a. We should just be sending pong and then the header as well. So it should, like, from this, the actual pong message would just be something like, so that should be what it's sending. I'm not seeing a ping yet. Let's see. You should be sending the raw bytes. Pong token RR, where token comes from the ping. Yeah, this is hold on, oops. So we go to the writer. So something I'm thinking now is, well, the header is is just this right here, the tmi.twitch.tv, which, here it notes it should respond with that. Yeah, IRC clients were never supposed to send that to servers. Twitch is doing something weird here. I've heard, I mean, this is something I've heard, is that, like, they don't conform entirely to the, I believe Yellowberry has mentioned this on the stream. We were, because I had brought it up. Actually, shot. Shout out to Yellowberry Hacker News, HN. Sending TMI as a token of the ping as well. Yeah, this is Twitch is weird. They kind of break the protocol a little bit here because I believe it is supposed to just send the raw ping. This is something that I was stumbling upon like myself. I think you have two of those things. Two pings, two pongs. Wait, what do we have two of? Oh, this is getting rather intense. We haven't chat breakage yet though, which is exciting. Because when did we connect? Do we break? No, we haven't broken yet. Can you show the implementation of the pong command again? Yes. So pong is just right. Oh, just right here. So all it does is it goes to the writer function, and it carries like the header and the message pong to it. So pong is right there. And then in the right, I think we might be making a mistake by converting to UTF-8 before putting the string. Maybe if we what does header v do? That's just a slot, like a slot in the IRC struct. So IRC info is, I couldn't come up with a better name for it. I couldn't come up with a better name for it, but yeah, this is part of the IRC info struct. So really all it does is it holds this value as a string. And yeah, that's it. I'm thinking that what might be the issue in fact is that we're setting the encoding, so the value of header v is that string. Yes. This pong command is the same as sending this as a string right here. And really that's essentially all it does, is it sends this as a string, and then this returns the bot state. That's technically wrong, but it's indistinguishable from what's right. Yeah, the ping is somewhat they do it weird because if you look at, so something I've been using for reference is, can we roll? Yeah. Like even here, they note like a more correct ping message, I guess. But they actually, let's look at the actual so yeah, they have drop 6 apps. Yeah, but I think that's because of the arguments that they are passing. Yeah, let's see. So where's that value of x in here? If is ping s, then pong s, else eval. See, that's for the init line. X is just the IRC line. So how does he... And I think the tricky part here is, or the part that's been throwing me off is because like Twitch is weird with like IRC or like following like IRC or kind of like the IRC protocol. What is a Yeah, I believe that the okay, okay, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. This might be the case actually. Which just happens to use a constant value, and that's confusing. Yeah, it's probably a bit cleaner. And in fact, in this case, too. And we just need to change this type to a string if we were to do it like this. Match command, ping s then pong s. However, just the general correctness thing. Yeah, Twitch is it was a bit confusing to get it to work. This should work. Yeah, I think this should work. It does look a bit nicer than passing the header in there as well. Let's see if it pings. Can we? Okay, we the first, at least the first, technically there's some things you could do with multiple spaces that are within spec, but you know, yeah, I think we haven't encountered an EOF yet, which is okay, but just in case, need to lock in on this aspect. This is this is taking quite a turn to some degree, versus terminating the connection would probably create an EOF, but that's undesirable for obvious reasons. Yeah, I think, so what happens with the EOF error, or what had been happening, I believe, is simply it was reading the, it was reading quicker than the lines were appearing, because it happens whenever the chatter is a little bit slower, is whenever it crops up, and it reads in quicker than there actually are lines. So what we need to do is figure out a way to essentially skip over this whole getting the line. Is there some sort of timeout? This is something I've been thinking. I originally thought that I could just use some form of, so my original implementation is, I thought, I was thinking with Lisp brain, I guess, to a degree, and thought that I could just, if in the file recall listen, indicate what your TCP stream primitive is, but that sounds like the timeout is expiring without any response. This could be the case. Yeah, we're just using network.socket. So let's look at, let's see, do not pull out your Ethernet cable while streaming. Oh yeah, this would be undesirable. This would be undesirable. I have pulled out my Ethernet cable to try and get apparently there's a Wi-Fi driver within my motherboard, but it does not work. You do not know how to read Rust, do you? I can read it, okay-ish enough. I cannot write it to save my life. I'd say I can read it like with some confidence. The act of writing it though is I think if I'm being honest, I have a bit more trouble reading complex like Haskell code than like complex like Rust code. Complex Rust code is just looks very similar to like C++ to a degree. Actually, yeah, I'm handling the networking for my general purpose IRC client. Oh, please do. This would be exciting to look at. Do we actually do any EOF handling? Let's see. The return value. Well, that's Synv recv. Let's see. Yeah, because I think for if we go back to main, yeah, for this we're just using the general connect function and network.socket. I think for the purpose of because we're already in a forever loop, like I think what we could do is create like one option would be if we reach end the file, creating an artificial delay until there's new input, so like just waiting. So how do we okay the Hoogle. Alright, async IO. Is this perhaps the path of least resistance to some degree? Wait for an asynchronous. Oh, that's for async. Or is it perhaps? Oh wait, sleep. That is probably what it's called. I wonder if we can just sleep through the exception. This function has several shortcomings. See documentation. Please consider using control concurrency thread delay instead. Okay. Suspend the current thread for a given number of microseconds. GHC only. There is no guarantee that the thread will be rescheduled promptly. Yeah. Alright, let me pull this up. Let's see. Let me retry count. Account equal match. So let's see. On an okay. Okay, so I see the error handling down here. Alright, let's see. Let's see. In this case, returning 0 is the same as EOF. Alright, let's see. And would block is because I told the stream never block for data, tell me instead. All right. So the message poll error closed. That is the that is if the message is closed. Yeah, that's if the connection is closed. Correct. There's no data. Return an empty list of streams. Yeah, I'm wondering. With this, like, perhaps like a thread delay. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe a thread delay. Yeah, you want to detect the other side closing. Yeah, I think it's yeah, it might be an issue of it not being able to tell the case. To some degree. I think I'm not really, because I'm not really sure on what's going on. Network.simple.tcp, right? For the Oh no, we are just using the network.socket. So like if you go here, like what's being used for this is the can we go to connect? Connect your remote address as a socket. So yeah, we just do like a simple connect and then we do socket 2. Can I? Okay, that's address. That's why. Alright, turn a socket into a handle. By default, the new handle is unbuffered. Use hset buffering to change the buffering. Note that handle is automatically closed by a finalizer when it is no longer referenced. You should avoid doing any more operations on the socket after calling socket to handle. To close the socket after socket the handle, call hclose on the handle. Let's see. Handle is not recommended for network programming in Haskell. Oh, okay. It's not recommended for network programming in Haskell. E.g., merely performing hclose on a TCP socket won't cooperate with the peer's graceful close, i.e., proper shutdown sequences with appropriate handshakes specified by the protocol. This is somewhat sad news, I guess. The state of networking. This is, I don't like. This is it's quite a rabbit hole. It's quite a rabbit hole. I've been doing ever since I've been doing more Twitch stuff. A lot of it has been like network stuff, and then the bug site as well. I've been knee deep in networks of a few different forms, and I miss the comforts of my calling a Wayland display and other things. I miss the comfort of display protocols to a degree. I'm gonna see if we can just thread delay this. Is handle like Haskell sort of arbitrary read and write bytes dealio? This is it's they're like I'm assuming based on like using it, it's similar to calling like a file handle like in C or like a file pointer, because it does. You open it like up for read write mode, and there is a like lazy byte string handle as well that you can call it also, but I think you can only open it like for a one-way stream. Control not concurrent. Oh, oops. So what if we... microseconds. There's no way that's gonna work, right? There's no way that this is going to not be unfortunate to some degree. Right? Right? There's no way that this is answer response delay of random length into a message queue in my IRC bot to prevent it from flooding off the network. Oh, that might be smart, like a random... Okay. Perhaps I misunderstand the problem you're solving. I think the problem that the root of the yeah, this is the issue here. I'm not sure what the problem is. The root of the issue is that, you know, Huge Tome of Insect died. Huge Tome of Insect dies after a, like, for indiscernible reasons. The socket no, that's the thing. The socket doesn't close, but it no longer is reading the input. It's just sitting there. And I mean, perhaps it is reading the input, but if it is, yeah, the handle is stale. This is probably the correct thing. And I believe the original issue is there was a bit of a band-aid. There's a bit of a band-aid solution, because so this goes back a couple of streams. We think the other side closes the connection for any number of reasons, and then the handle returns EOF, and that's hard to work with. So I don't think that it closes the connection, and that's why an EOF is. I think that the issue is because it seems to happen based kind of on frequency of like input. This is a common problem in IRC. Well, that it is common is actually this is actually good news to some degree, because I am out of my depth to some level whenever it comes to network fuckery. This is outside of my zone of understanding. This is outside of the my comforts of put pretty color on a screen. But yeah, I think what's going on, like, if I had to posit, is that it is reading too quick. Oh, we did fix ping. We did fix ping just now. Like that was a thing that occurred, was the resolve of the ping error, which was its own, like, oh, excuse me. Oh, I'm a little hoarse. Yeah, I think, like, I'll probably need to test, like, delays and stuff, whenever it is, like, at the end of the stream, like, just have it run, like, idly for a little bit. I did do that, so I did that overnight, which is why I thought I was in the safe zone, which is why I thought that things were okay. I let it run idly overnight, like, the connection, and everything seemed good to go, but I didn't test, like, its responsiveness. I just tested to see if it was still, like, connected, and it seemed to be, or, like, still listening, I guess would be the way to describe it, and it seemed to be, and then, it's rather whack. It's rather whack. This is a bit of a mystery. I think part of what might have been an issue as well has been changing, like, the encoding before actually like setting the message like in the well before like getting the message, like setting and coding and then grabbing the message. I'm wondering if that's causing some sort of like garbling of it. This could be a case here. It seems to be working right now. Like the artificial delay has not killed it. I'm going to, you know, as they say in the SBCL like error logs, and the next browser error logs is where I see this the most. Continuing with fingers crossed. This is how we shall address this later. I wonder what the default settings are for SO linger and SORC time EOR. Oh, we could actually look at this. I would like to know, because now I'm kind of in the terrified state of not like if adding a weight resolves it. Oh, low level SO linger option value, which can be used. I wonder, or could you get see what they're doing? Very stable and not fall down due to stale handles from time to time. I think you've seen it running on System Crafters. I actually have seen this. I think I need to be more active in System Crafters. I always mean to, but it seems like it's always happening while I'm at work, sadly. Let's see. Can we flake? Can we flake that next? I'm in the fucking GHC source. This is awful. That sounds horrifying. Compilation failed. Oh, is it because we're in the wrong direct? Alright. CD app. Okay, compilation successful. Let's see. Oh, let me save this. Low level SO linger option value. CL style. I have like half of something for Twitch written in Common Lisp, and I think the original plan was to do like a Common Lisp like Twitch bot, but then Haskell January approacheth. Is the interface? Yeah, or is it get sock? Okay, there it is. Get a socket option that gives an int value. So can we just Can we just print? Oh no, it was a Solinger. Uh, are you folks all typesters? I, I'm not gonna lie. I've actually become a bit more of a fan of uh, typed languages. Oh, it's socket option linger. Okay. Socket option. Yeah, it might just be end dot linger. Maybe, yeah, maybe it just takes. No. Haskell namespacing sucks. This is a thing that I've been finding quite a bit. I feel this rather deeply. Okay. I feel silly. I think that. Well, we're getting a no because that's the socket. So. I think we have a parent moment. Well, that's what the $ should do over the parentheses. Oh, oops. Okay. This is where it's getting a little. All right, so pattern linger socket option. Backwards arms. I believe this should be the way, right? Oh, you were right. Okay, I feel silly now. Oops. So can we just there we go. Let's make so it's easier to see. Cause I want to see what it returns. Let's see. Alright, 0. Is there a REPL? There sort of is. It's not like I think the Lisp REPL is better. But yeah, there is this. There is interactive Haskell. No timeout. Okay. So no timeout. All right, this is. Oh, we're not working. About in dot rec v timeout. Okay, that is also a socket option. Alright, it seems like that's also a 0. So, alright, so we're not dealing with timeouts on these. Yeah, I do think that, I don't think it's a timeout. I don't think that's what we're dealing with. I think oh yeah, I can get rid of this too. And perhaps this is due to my lack of experience with network programming itself, but I think the issue that was occurring was perhaps like twofold to some degree. Like the initial issue of the EOF, I think, was occurring because this was set in a loop that essentially, without this if here, would just every single time it would reiterate onto the listen, it would get line. And I think if there was nothing in the buffer, it would just return that empty line, which if we look at the behavior of yeah, this is what I think has been going on. And I think that the issue is my original my original, I guess you would call it band-aid, was thinking I could just recur by, what I was doing was making this say like, if A then yeah, it was never yield. Yeah, it was just constantly like reading, and this is actually an issue with hget line. Like if you look right here, so this is a thing. I will say this about like Haskell. I am enjoying it quite a bit. I find that some of the, and maybe it could be my lack of experience. I find that the arguments of it like being more or less error prone due to like its strictness. I'm not quite sure how I feel about these. This may be due to my lack of experience, and perhaps there's something to be said about a lot of the errors that I'm running into are due to that. But you should be using socket directly moment. This might be the case. So like if we look at this, I need to check it. So this is where I found out about the H is EOF. Yeah, the problem is that hget line has no other way to tell that it reached EOF as e.g. an empty string. Like it's, yeah, hget options could also mean that you have an empty line. Alternatively, if your case permits this, you could read in all at once via hget contents and apply lines to it, either strict or lazy text, depending on your input size. So I think hget contents is an option, but I'm not sure how this would work with like an application like reading like the handle API doesn't support the expressiveness you need for TCP. This, I might, perhaps this is what's going to happen. Perhaps like we're going to need, this is going to end up being like a bit of a rewrite moment in the future. This may be what the final day of Haskell January might lead into something of this nature. Because I've been thinking about like the TCP like socket stuff, because that was originally something I was looking at with this was, oh, that is system IO. We need network socket. In Rust, this would be solved with the function signature read and mute self buffer and mute u8 result usize IO error, which returns the number of bytes written into the buffer. Yeah, this is that's not expressible. Yeah, this is perhaps kind of like the crux of the issue, to some degree. I do, again, wonder if like I could be misunderstanding this, but I do wonder because this set encoding was originally at the top here. If that was causing any form of error as well, but I could be incorrect here. I guess the real question is, does the movement of it there affect the core command of can I still can I still do? Okay, that's fortunate. That's what I was worried about, was garbling the encoding of my camel G's. This is this package has the necessary expressiveness, but it's much lower level. Okay, yes, these are things I am somewhat familiar with socket protocol stuff in C, which I will not say I have a lot of experience in, but I have more experience in this than doing it in Haskell. This might be a bit more close to form, I guess, to a degree. I definitely would not mind going lower level. I feel like the deeper you drill to the source of what's going on under the hood, it might be a bit more of a headache at first, but like in my humble experience, it is much easier to understand because like recapitulates the C interface. This is quite nice. This is quite. I find it relatively comfy. Then you just TM to convert byte string into the necessary string with appropriate encoding. This is so throwing a maybe type out there. This is all right. We're going to well, actually, oh no, is it not maybe? Let's put a note here. It doesn't actually return one IRC message per line. You have to hold your own buffer streams and join them. Oh, with the lower level one? Oh, are we just, is it like you have to allocate the space and then join them together to form the line? So like, oh, this is perhaps doable. It might take 10 rec-v calls to get a full IRC message determined. I mean, this is doable. This is doable. If we just need to check the, like the postfix of the message itself. This is something that can. Are you handling the protocol yourself? I am. Oh, as in, yeah, the IRC protocol. Yeah, this is. There is a Haskell IRC module, and I think eventually this might be moved into that for ease. There is, in fact, I found this. Ice Blink. Well, oh, welcome, Salad for Us. Welcome. I hope you're well. Welcome. Can we audible clock spawn. Yeah, this is the case. Can we add to the big book of bug? I think you're now the top contributor to the words of the big book of bug. The official big book of bug. And unknown contributor to one of the new hidden. I say I've referenced its hiddenness at this point too much that it perhaps not hidden, but one of the new sleeper agent activation words to a degree, but it has not yet been used nor found, I guess, as well, which is fun because I'm gonna forget what it is, and then it's gonna happen. I'm gonna be like, what the hell? What the hell? It's gonna be exciting, but it is nearing. I have to go to sleep. So I am sorry to send you folks off right upon your arrival. Let me actually make a note. Can we go to the bug blog? Can we go to bug blog? Can we go to January in review? Can we add? Maybe look at this. No, not Ice Blink Luck. Although we do want to look at Ice Blink Luck. This is, exciting as well. Maybe look at this. Is this what we were looking at? Also this for see how they do it. We'll see how these people do it. We'll see how these people do it. IRC client. Yeah, we'll see how these people do it as well. Just to see what a good way to do that is. But the whole receive thing in Discord. Oh yes, feel free to. Yes, this would be I greatly appreciate it. But yeah, on that note, I shall send you people your way. We do have, again, I will show Discord. There's the IRC component of it. The hot topic of IRC. We do have this portion as well. They coexist. Thanks to Conk for setting it up. They commingle. The powers of force and the stability of form issue together to create communication. Here in the bug zone. Here in the bug zone, we're all about communication. This is. But yeah, thank you everybody. I have to go to sleep. I have to slumber. This is. We have to go somewhere. We have to see who is alive. We have to see who's in the world of the living. There are a lot of people. There are a lot of people. There is. Let's see. There is me, of course. There's Misaka, which It's been a while since we've raided there. Yeah, it's been a while since we've. I think that was one of the first raids I ever did, actually. So I believe we can go that way. We can go that way. That would be, we shall. I do always. I am a fan. I am a fan of that channel. Where is raid? Where is ability to? Where is ability to raid? Where is Can we pop out? Where is capabilities? Okay. We have acquired capabilities. We're gonna go there. We are going to go there. But yeah. Thank you everybody. This shall be the location. And Yeah. Again, thank you. I will see. Goodbye. Let's go.